Welcome to The Explainer. If you're an aspiring cyber analyst, maybe even in an internship right now, this one's for you. We're going to break down a step-by-step scripted threat hunt, a project designed to take you from security intern to a full-on proactive threat hunter.
Okay, let's just dive right in with the core idea that pretty much changes everything. See, threat hunting isn't about sitting around waiting for some alarm to go off. It's all about proactively searching for those quiet, hidden adversaries that have already slipped past your defenses. It's about finding trouble before it finds you.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down what threat hunting really is. Then, we'll get you your essential guide, the MITRE attack framework. After that, we'll lay out your mission, walk through how to execute it step by step, and finally, talk about how you can showcase your work to make a huge impact.
So, what is this skill that your manager is so excited about? Well, it's a fundamental shift in mindset. It's about moving away from just reacting to problems and becoming truly proactive.
Here's the key thing that sets threat hunting apart. It starts with the assumption that a breach might have already happened. Instead of waiting for an alarm, you begin with a hypothesis, an educated guess, right? Something like, what if an attacker is using PowerShell to hide their activity? And then you go looking for the evidence.
And this slide just nails the difference. Incident response is like being a firefighter. The alarm goes off, you react to a known fire, and you put it out. Threat hunting, that's like being a fire inspector. You're proactively searching the building for hidden hazards, like faulty wiring, anything that could cause a fire. You're on the hunt for the unknowns.
All right, so you're not going into this hunt blind, you need a map. And you don't have to guess what attackers might be up to, because there's an incredible global knowledge base for that, and it's called the MITRE attack framework.
Think of it as this massive encyclopedia of every trick in the attacker's book. It helps you turn that vague gut feeling of, that looks kind of weird, into a precise identification. You can actually say, aha, this is technique T1059.001, PowerShell abuse. That gives your finding immediate credibility. It's the industry standard for a reason. It's a shared language for defenders everywhere.
Now, this is where it gets really practical. This chart shows you exactly how to connect a high-level tactic, like execution, to a very specific technique, like PowerShell abuse, and then, boom, to a concrete scriptable action, like parsing logs for a PowerShell.exe-encoded command. It's literally a blueprint for building your detections.
Okay, you've got your guide. Now it's time for the mission. Your manager comes to you with a clear objective. Go find the bad guys who are hiding in our logs.
This part is so key, especially for an internship. Your goal isn't just to, run a scan. It's to conduct a complete end-to-end investigation. You'll come up with a theory, you'll script a way to find evidence, you'll classify your findings using ATT&CK, and you'll present it all in a professional report. You're basically acting as a full-fledged analyst from day one.
So that sounds like a pretty big task, doesn't it? How do you actually pull it off? Well, don't worry, we can break it down into 5 clear, totally manageable steps.
This is your project plan. Simple as that. You start with a hypothesis. Then you build a script to pull the data you need. You check that data against known indicators of compromise, or IOCs, which are basically the digital fingerprints attackers leave behind. Then you classify what you find using MITRE and document everything. It's a perfect logical flow from a question to a real answer.
And notice this. Each step has a real, tangible deliverable. You're not just doing work, you are building a professional project portfolio. By the end, you'll have this folder with your hypotheses, your code, your data, your analysis, and a final report. This is exactly the kind of thing hiring managers love to see.
Okay, completing the mission is awesome. But understanding how that work is actually measured and valued, well, that's what turns an internship into a real career opportunity.
Look at how this is graded. Yeah, the accuracy of your script is the biggest piece of the pie, at 25%. But check it out. Designing a good hypothesis, correlating your data, mapping it correctly, those are each worth a solid 20%, and your final report is 15%. This shows that being a great hunter is about way more than just code. It's about critical thinking and clear communication.
And for a job well done, you don't just get a thank you, you earn tangible recognition. A badge like Proactive Threat Hunter isn't just for show. It's a verifiable symbol of a new, highly in-demand skill set you've just proven you have.
Let's be really clear about what you walk away with.
These aren't just buzzwords. These are the actual resume-worthy skills you've just proven you have. From threat hunting and scripting to log forensics, you now have tangible experience in each one of these critical areas.
So, we'll leave you with this to think about. Now that you understand the whole process, where is the human mind most essential? Is it in that creative spark of forming a good hypothesis, or should we just let machines do all the heavy lifting of data correlation? It's something to consider as you start your own hunt.